Fantastic day to one and all. Thanks for tuning in, giving me a few minutes of your time to enjoy my wisdom, my philosophy, some advice, some laughter, maybe. Through the years, I've been traveling the globe asking people to follow three commitments. The first, most important, of course, is to be kind to yourself. The second, easier, kind to others. And third, kind to Mother Earth. And it's resonating with a lot of people. And we've got some big plans for the planet. Um, and every day I put out a motivational quote. Today was on laughter, which is very important. It's the best medicine. Um, and they're about a minute long. They're shorts, and they are getting some good responses, good views. Actually, my cooking, my minute cooking ones are getting more than my great advice, but that's okay. That's fine. People like cooking. I love cooking. But I want to talk about laughter because it's so important to laugh at life, to laugh at yourself. Keeps you young. But there was a movie made in 1962 that I really encourage everyone to see. Stanley Kramer directed it. It had literally every comedian in the business in it. It ran 3 hours and 15 minutes, and it was not long enough. It was hilarious. The scene where Jimmy Durante flies off the road and is dying there in front of uh, Jonathan Winters and Mickey Rooney, um, a cast of fantastic characters. And he finally dies, and then he kicks the bucket, literally. I don't know if you've been raised with kicking the bucket. It's an old phrase. And when that happened, I just about cried. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And so basically, it's got a lot of morals in it because it's a chase for money to a place, Santa Rosita State Park, where $350,000 is buried that Jimmy Durante told them before he died, before he kicked the bucket. And so there's four different groups of people. Jonathan Winters was unbelievable. Ethel Merman, there's just a cast. Jerry Lewis was in it. Every comedian in the book was in it. You really should watch it. And they all at first decide to split it and work as a team. And then Greed sets in and they all set out on a frenzy of hilarity for 3 hours and 15 minutes to find the money. And the end scene is just priceless. But I really recommend you watch that. And as you know, I put out a lot of videos like this one, over 2,900. The other day was on my bike ride where I came up to on the bike path. There was a tree in the middle of it. And so I said, oh, I can't go any further because the tree was in the middle of my lane to go in that direction. Well, it was reminiscent of a movie that you all should also see called Blazing Saddles. Mel Brooks, one of the funniest guys on the planet, wrote it. And there was a scene in the movie where a group of cowboys are riding across the plains, a wide open, flat plain, and they come to a toll booth. It's 3 feet wide, and it asks for money because it's a toll booth. Well, anybody have any money? And they go, no. So they send someone back to the town to get the change so they get to the toll booth. Well, obviously, it's comedy, and you have to love comedy. There's too much seriousness in the world. There's too many crime dramas. There's too much bad news on news. Speaking of which, we have now the kindnessnewsnetwork.org. We have kindness reporters around the world that are going to be reporting on kind things that are going on, positive news, great inventions to help humanity. So that's one of our many, many, many initiatives. We are trying to get to the United Nations. If you have any contacts, let me know. And leaders of governments to tell them the world's best kept secret, which is the kindness revolution. And I'm getting testimonials from a lot of ambassadors. I've got the 30 of our country directors that have submitted a letter to the United Nations saying that they are representing our foundation in their country and our initiatives, which is very exciting. People it seems to me lately people get it. 5 years ago, it was what it was. I didn't see it going this far and this big, but it's pretty exciting what's happening. The world's going to know about what we're doing. And I say we're because hopefully you're watching this as an ambassador of kindness. And if not, you could join if you can follow the three commitments: be kind to yourself, others, and the planet. And we only want their first names because there's a loss of community in the world, in my opinion, and that if you call people by their first name, that brings back a little community. If you use a phone for speaking into it, that brings back community because there's too many texting. Everyone's texting. It's I think it's inhumane basically because we weren't designed to text. We were designed to speak to one another with words, kind words, hopefully. And I do a lot of videos about kindness. There's no business in this group. We do have business groups finally. Uh, I was chorused into that, making business groups because people have to make money. I'm retired. Some people in retirement go fishing. Some people in retirement go golfing. Well, in my retirement, I'm trying to save the planet from the insanity of humanity. Now, granted, these videos don't get a lot of views because once you hear about it, you don't really need to watch my video over and over again explaining how to be kind. So, I guess it's not really a YouTube channel designed to make money. We're never going to make money because on this channel, sometimes I'll do a cooking recipe, sometimes I'll interview someone, and sometimes I just do different things. So a YouTube channel designed to make money has to focus on one subject only. I have fantastic blogs that you should really read. They're really fantastic. Many hundreds or thousands of 1 minute motivational quotes from famous people in history. We've got 5 websites. We've got all the social media channels, practically, all the main ones anyway. And it's all designed to make you happy, to enhance your life. Because if you follow the three commitments, your life will be enhanced, improved, which will transcend to your family life, which will transcend to your community, which will transcend to your state, country, and our planet. We're starting with the children because the children need to be indoctrinated into kindness. And fortunately, there's many countries where they're from a very early age, they learn gimme, 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 gimme. And they see their parents saying, gimme, gimme, give me some money, give me, and that has to change. And that's why the Global Kindness Pledge is working. And it goes like this. And imagine a child saying this every day in a group, because it creates energy and camaraderie and self-confidence, of course. And it goes like this. I pledge to be kind to and love myself. I pledge to be kind to and strive to love all others. I pledge to be kind to, love, and respect our Mother Earth. In unison, they say, we are fantastic. They point to a friend and say, you are fantastic. And they finish it with, I am fantastic. That's the Global Kindness Pledge, and it's working. Now, a school that adopts that, we reward them with 3 fruit trees, saplings that and fertilizer and instructions, and each tree represents one of the 3 commitments: to oneself, to others, and to the planet. And so the children will nurture these. So they learn about horticulture. They take responsibility and caring for them. So it's good to have responsibility. And there are 3 daily reminders of kindness. And we put a plaque in front of each tree that says what it's about. And eventually it'll bear fruit, which is delicious and healthy and free. Shade, which is great for maybe having the kindness class, and beneath the shade of the beautiful trees. And it's decades of advertisement if the local nursery donates it. So that's kind of cool. All of our programs are free, and they're implementable, deployable in every community on the planet, but we need a volunteer. We have 16,832 volunteer goodwill ambassadors of kindness. Some are not doing anything, and that's fine. We don't want you to do anything. We really just want you to be kind to yourself, others, and the planet. That's if everybody does that, we're successful. That's our plan. That's all you have to do. If you want to help, you can be an admin in a group. You could be a director in a state, city, or state, province, um, um, region, or district. And you can also be a country director. We only have one per country. And we're going to have 195 eventually. We've got about 40 now. And they're sending in their testimonials because we're going to try to get, like I said before, to the United Nations, and get them to adopt our foundation as an INGO, international NGO, and that would allow us to help all our NGOs around the world. And we have hundreds of them that I have MOUs with. And it's very exciting because everyone's getting what the mission's all about. It's a gift. It's my gift to the world, and it's free. And a lot of people don't respect free because there's no inherent value to it because they didn't work hard for it. So free typically is taken advantage of. A lot of people think free, if something's free, and I see it all the time. It says free subscription, and then as soon as you subscribe, it's like, oh, there's a cost to it every month. Well, history will show that the Foundation for World Harmony's Global Kindness Revolution is free. And a lot of people think free is a con, a trick, a ploy, a scam, and they can think that if they like, but it's not. And my track record is pretty solid, and people know I'm not doing things for money. And money is, or they say the desire for money is the root of all evil. And I tell people as a life coach, you don't want to wish for fame or fortune because I know a lot of famous people and I know a lot of billionaires, and some of them are happy, but a lot of them are miserable. So be careful what you wish for in life. And I hope you watch this to its completion. I hope you can like it and share it because it's pretty fair advice. I would like to say it's fantastic advice. This mission, this Foundation for World Harmony, has changed a lot of lives. If you could read the testimonials, I have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials, but now we're collecting them for a campaign to reach out to the governments of the world through the United Nations, through the White House, through other organizations, that they need to see that this is working and people believe in it. And it's for everybody. It's really not political, it's not religious, and it's not commercial. It's a fantastic plan, simple plan, three commitments to make the world a better place. Because it's the insanity of humanity. No one's been able to argue with me since I've been saying the insanity of humanity. It's what mankind has done to man throughout history is insane. And I don't want to bring up the negativity, but you've heard about the wars and you've heard about Tsar the Impaler and the burnings of the women as witches. I mean, just the horrible things that man has done throughout history and is still doing. Slavery, there's some bad stuff going on. But we have a plan. Get everyone to commit to the three commitments to kindness. Be kind to yourself, the hardest, most important commitment. Be kind to all others. That stops the wars, the violence, the lying, the stealing, the cheating, the bullying, the teasing, the raping, the killing, the bigotry, the prejudice, all the evils of man. And be kind to our Mother Earth. She's our only mother. We have to protect her. We are not causing global climate change. We are contributing surely to it, but it's a natural phenomenon and we have to deal with it. But if we just buy less and use less, I think it's going to be a lot better. I'm an eco artist. I teach people how to take trash and make beautiful things out of it. When I buy something at the store, I look at it as a container for something else after that product is used. Buy less and use less. It's really pretty amazing. Walk more, ride a bike more, laugh at life, and try to help others. That's the secret. Helping others is really rewarding mentally. Um, and I think that's it for the day. I hope you watched this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll share it. And I hope you're watching my motivational quotes each day. And I hope you're enjoying them. And I hope you're going to share them. And keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. All we need is love. All we need is love. Love. Love is all we need. See you later. Have a fantastic day.